Good morning and good evening. Welcome back to the Baxel Holonet News. I am your host, Clive Duster. The trial of Admiral Bayer on Coruscant has reached its climactic conclusion. The trial lasted for over a week, all behind closed doors, as the Imperial High Command took in every fact surrounding the Bolivar bombardment and the crisis leading up to it. There are even some rumors that say that Emperor Palpatine himself took a personal interest in the investigation at one point, but we were unable to verify any of those sources. But it does lead me to wonder, was there something even more dastardly that Bayer was involved with? Well, there are currently no official reports outside of what we already know, and none of our speculations can change the outcome. But the final verdict: Admiral Bayer was found guilty of all charges. He has been stripped of his rank and dishonorably discharged from the Imperial Navy. His interference with the ground operations on Bolivar during the crisis and the general incompetence he displayed leaves a large dark blot on the Imperial Navy's record. Special ISB Commander Velg Durin has taken temporary command of the Bolivar Defense Fleet during this investigation, and the fleet was moved from Bolivar to the Malson system. A fitting end for the story of the traitor Bayer. This comes on the heels of the incredibly controversial broadcast made by the now resigned Senator Mon Mothma of Chandrilo. I think we can expect a great shift inside the Empire in these coming times. I'm sure we'll have much more on that in the future. Where there is great darkness, there are also shining stars. The same is true for the Baxel sector, or more specifically, is true for Bolivar. Medical droids. We've all seen, or at the very least heard, of droids that assist in the medical field to help save lives. But a new model has been introduced into the larger galaxy. Tyvak Dara, a droid engineer on Bolivar, has designed and produced his own personal emergency Bacta droid. These models of droids are small enough to ride around on your shoulder, or prepped and ready to go at the first sign of injury. They move to the damaged body part in seconds and begin a Bacta treatment directly to the injury immediately. The design quickly took off during the Bolivar crisis as both civilians and Imperial military personnel began to fight against the emerging Bolivar threat. Tyvak's medical droids proved invaluable to all who acquired them, and many droid engineers are already making their own models, which you will likely be able to find at a Perla trading post near you. I have also heard some reports of a battle droid that Tyvak was in the process of producing, so I imagine we may hear of him yet again in the future. It's heroes like that that make the Baxel sector worth living in. Up next, disaster in the trade routes. Freighter AC 258937, or the Raven Shepherd, collided with several other ships at the Naibu refueling station. More on this right after these messages.